Well, good evening, familia. My name is Bruno Garcia, and I'm a junior mechanical engineering student. A little bit about me is that I grew up most of my life outside of the United States, doing a little bit of everything but not having a specific focus on anything in particular. Due to this, I found it quite troubling to find my way into the professional world. I had no clear direction as to what steps I should take or what skills would be beneficial for me in the future. Due to this, this all changed when I came across SHPE. For once, I truly felt like I was identified with what I'm studying, and more importantly, got a glimpse of what my life can look like in the future professionally. In the beginning of my professional development, I have to admit, I had a very troubling start. However, instead of letting that define me, I took charge, learned from my mistakes, and developed an appealing charisma and a sharp instinct to talk to, on talking to professionals too efficiently, mainly. Which I believe which has prepared me to take the responsibility of being Vice President External for SHPE. As VP, my main focus is mainly to provide strong connections with competitive companies. More importantly, I want to reach out to industries that have not had contact with us before in the past. Additionally, some of my other responsibilities, what I want to do is reinforce the connections that our organization have built in the past before. I plan to go about this by talking to employee research groups, talking to SHPE alumni, and networking in any way possible. It takes a lot of ambition to run for VP, and more importantly, even more so with such great competition. Thank you.
All right, Bruno, I'll go ahead and ask you your first question. First and foremost, good job. Thank you for your speech. The first question is, you have a company that's worked with SHPE for a variety of years, and they want to attend our second general meeting. At the same time, you have a new company who's willing to pay more money that also wants to attend our second general meeting. Both companies can confirm at this moment that they can attend the second general meeting. What would you do?
Well, at first, we'll try to mitigate and talk to both companies. You know, it's very important to bring in money to SHPE in order to take people to national convention, have better events, and give out scholarships. You know, I would first and foremost try to mitigate first with the company that has been here that has been with SHPE for a long time. I would try to talk to them to see if I could get them to reschedule our dates, maybe have them attend the third general meeting, or even more so at a general meeting in between, later in the semester or whenever is convenient for them. If that's not possible, then I would go ahead and talk to the company that is providing more money and say, well, you know, something came up and we have to reconsider our dates. And that's the way I would go about it.
Great job, Bruno. Okay, so let's say you're at a national conference, you spot me, a rep from a company we want SHPE-UH to work with. You have 30 seconds to pitch SHPE-UH to me. Go for it.
First of all, hello, my name is Bruno Garcia. Nice to meet you. I'm Vice President External for SHPE at the University of Houston. We're a national organization that has one of the largest chapters, and more importantly, we have over 300 active members. For a long time, I noticed that our members have been really appealed to your company, have been really attracted to your company, and I wanted to ask you if it was okay to sit down and talk to you whenever you're available, in order so we can possibly talk about collaborating in the future, and more importantly, providing value to each other so our members can learn more about your company, and we can provide brand recognition for yourself.
So I read that you're an international student as well, and you shared that initially you had some trouble with your professional career, and that's the case for a lot of international students. With the VP position, you can bring in companies who can help solve that problem. So how will you bring in more international students, and bring in more opportunities for them while giving them the knowledge they need to succeed with these companies?
Right. First and foremost, being an international student, I know a struggle that sometimes often gets neglected. So more importantly, I know, for example, when I was growing up and I was going into going to career fairs, national convention and everything, I got really discouraged. Even though I did want to go to aerospace, I got discouraged that, oh, well, I need a U.S. citizenship, or I need to ask for a sponsorship in order to be able to go. So first and foremost, I would pretty much staple that in my head and say, I'm an international student myself. I know what you're going through. I would do my research more on companies to see, hey, which of these companies would appeal most to you? What I mean by that is that I would talk to my board, get a general consensus as to the most active members that are in SHPE right now. And I would talk to them and get a general consensus and say, okay, well, we want to move a little bit more in oil and gas. We want to move a little bit more in defense. Sometimes there's the way I see it is that there's always a way around. Maybe you want to go into a defense company, you want to do defense work, but there's no way you can apply directly to the defense company. However, you can go into a contractor, which almost allows the same work and doesn't require that sponsorship. So, I'm sorry, to repeat your question, you said, how would I appeal to these students?
Yeah, how would you bring the companies and the knowledge the students need?
Well, first of all, I would talk more to my communications director in the general meetings to say, well, hey, we have this company doing a mock resume critique, or we have a general meeting, and I would try to my best to put and say, no U.S. citizenship required. For a lot of the members, it's like, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But for international students, that's like a light bulb in your head that goes, ding, oh, I can really apply to this. I can go into this industry. And kind of like discredit those beliefs that you grow up thinking, oh man, I really want to go into this industry, but I can't because I have this limit. That's not always the case.